Game 6, was there ever a moment or more than one moment where you lost all of it? How many times during that game did you think this is over?
Uh, Kind of there in the ninth inning. I didn't really want to accept the defeat. But I will tell you this. I was in the locker room when the Indians started in the last inning. But at that moment, I felt we just accomplished nothing. Absolutely nothing. Those 108 wins, these dramatic comebacks to get in the postseason and to be right where we are. And we're about to cough up the World Series to a team that I felt we were far superior to. Not only talent, but fortitude. It was an awful feeling. And it was a feeling of like second place is awful. I don't want that. And then the hits started coming. I ran down into the tunnel, ran into the dugout, poked my head out. I was wearing a towel. And to watch the comeback was just like, again, I tell you that you break the game into thirds. You can break the inning into thirds. And until you get that last out, it's not over. I know it's a cliche, but it's so true. And we happen to believe that cliche, and we proved it.
The goal of this question is not to make you feel old or to date you, Bobby, but 34 years have passed, and yet this team really still resonates. And we talked about this on the show last night, that I'm not sure it has everything to do with the fact that the team hasn't won a championship ever since, but I do think it's in large part credit to the personalities on this team. Is that the reason you think that this team really still resonates so strongly with this fan base?
I think so. It was a cast of characters, no question. It was the 80s. It was New York City. I will tell you this, the fans were a huge part of that year for me. I'm not speaking for other people, but for me, the fans got into my soul. And I'm not saying that to be dramatic. I mean, they're still inside me. I am not kidding you. They mean the world to me. And at that time, when Shea was literally rocking, I would feel it. And when I was on the mound and those people, I'm looking around this yard, this big, beautiful, kind of beat up yard. I loved it. It was just something just got in me and never, ever left me. And I loved it. So they were a huge inspiration for that time. And I think it was, for me, it was reciprocal. They loved us. They loved that we were winning because New York loves a winner. But I love them. I love what they gave to me. And when they booed me and walked off the mound when I had a bad game, I deserved it. I'm like, all right, cool. I had a bad one. But the next time I went out there, they didn't hold a grudge. They were in my corner. And then if I did well, they would stand up. When those Met fans stood up after you did a job on the Hill, it was just awesome. It just got inside me. It's still inside me. I'm very fortunate to have gone through that.